And I've heard somebody else say this, so I'm not claiming that this is my original thought, but we are always aligned. But what are we aligned with? And I may have already made a video like this. You're always aligned with something. But what are you aligned with? You're aligned no matter what. What are you aligned with is the question. Hello, my lovely peaches. I think I'm actually live. I am recording this live, and I am also recording this on my phone. Because now on Instagram, you can't share a live stream, or you can't download it, I should say. So I have to record my screen. So anyway, I thought I would just try it like this, recording the screen while it's on live, so I can get two things done at once. So anyway, hello, how are you, my lovely peaches? It has been quite a while since I've done a live stream. I did just share on my YouTube channel a video where I am clarifying commonly misused manifestation phrases that I believe a lot of people use just to sell, to get followers who are usually desperate and heartbroken people who are kind of willing, able to believe in that stuff because they are at the end of their resources. I just want to show off my super cute, adorable shirt. Okay, so those things truly suck people in when they are heartbroken, when they're desperate. I was one of them, okay? But that's not what I really wanted to talk about. What I really wanted to talk about is that in the video I just shared, and in other videos that I've shared, I talk about this concept of not the phrase that says, what you desire desires you, which is an incomplete and half fantasy, half bullshit phrase, because it's bullshit. Just because you desire something does not mean it desires you back, okay? And I talk about you're aligned. So I talk about concepts like, just because you want to marry Bob doesn't mean that Bob wants to marry you. The right person, the aligned person wants to marry you, okay? So what I'm really wanting to focus on now is the term aligned person, aligned financial opportunity, aligned client, aligned romantic opportunity, aligned apartment. One of my clients was looking for an apartment, and he was kind of stressed about it, and he kind of waited a little bit later than he should, and he didn't think he would find something, and I started to help him look, and I found like 20 places, and then I said goodbye, and then the one more place that I was like, you know what? I saw this place earlier, and I didn't send it to him, and I kind of want to. So even though we had already said goodbye, and I was like, okay, I'm done searching for you, I went ahead and sent him one last place. I said, I just want to send you this one last place. And that's the frickin' place that he ended up getting. And what's my point? My point is that it was aligned. It was aligned. But again, this is the whole point of what I really wanted to talk about. And I've heard somebody else say this, so I'm not claiming that this is my original thought. But we are always aligned. But what are we aligned with? And I may have already made a video like this. You're always aligned with something. But what are you aligned with? Are you aligned with your win-win-win-win situation? Are you aligned with being in a healthy, romantic, loving, mutually co-created, co-manifested relationship? Are you aligned with pursuing your dreams and doing so and giving it your all and putting in that hard work, even if sometimes that's 3, 4, 5 a.m. in the morning and you still have to get up at 9:30 or maybe 10 the next day because you've got work to do and you only had a few hours sleep, but you have got to do this if you're going to be successful, and you've got to be aligned with that. Meaning you could be completely aligned with having a job where you get paid whatever you get paid and you don't necessarily like it, and maybe you even outright hate it, and you don't even like the people, and you don't like the work you're doing, and you're not satisfied with the pay that you're getting, but you don't want to do more. You're not aligned with doing more. You're not aligned with what it would take for you to update your resume, or start pursuing your own company, or start pursuing your own dreams, or doing a side hustle that you might not make a lot of money on, but it's actually the thing that you really want to do. And in your mind, in 10 years from now, that's going to be your main hustle. But right now you're side hustling, and you're aligned with that because you're aligned with your greater vision. Or are you aligned with going to that job that you hate, coming home to the person you don't particularly care for, or maybe you're single and maybe you come home to an apartment you don't really like, or a house you don't really like, or a street you don't really like living on, or a town or even a state you don't enjoy, or even a country you don't want to be in. But you are aligned with misery. You are aligned with mediocrity. You are aligned with just going along with whatever is there and not actually up-leveling yourself. I was aligned with being alone. I'm still aligned with being alone, which is why I'm alone. And I talk about and I dream about and I work on up-leveling and healing myself so that I can actually get into a romantic relationship. I do the work. I'm aware that I'm not quite there yet. I know what I'm aligned with. I know that I'm aligned with being alone. I know that I'm aligned with believing that it's easier to be alone than it is to deal with a romantic partner. I know I'm aligned with I'd rather do my own shit when I have time to myself, when I'm not working and I'm not with my kids. I have shit to do, and I'm aligned with doing that. And that's what I do. So whoever is going to be an aligned partner for me, whoever that guy is that's going to be the husband guy that wants to be my husband, that I want him to be my husband, I'm probably not going to meet him until I get aligned more, like actually fully aligned. Like I'm aligned with the idea of it, but I'm not aligned with the reality of it. Just like before, for a couple of years, I was aligned with the idea of being my own boss. I was aligned with the idea of creating something for myself that is mine, that I can work on, that I can pour my energy and my creativity and my hard work into. And I have been doing that, like here and there, like I have this website and I have a blog and I have another YouTube channel and I have Patreon, and I have been working on those things. I've been aligned with that, but I've also been aligned with that being a side thing, not something that actually pays all the bills, and not something that's my full-time gig, and not something that I am 100% immersed in. It's a side thing. And so that is aligned with it just being a side thing. And it only does a side thing kind of level, if that makes sense. Okay, so I need to become aligned with what I want in order for me to be able to manifest that thing, to co-create it. Or like I said, manifesting is just a fancy word of saying living. In order for me to be able to live the life that I am my own boss and the owner and the founder of my own company, I've got to put in the work and I've got to be aligned with doing it, okay? Your aligned desires desire you back. What's aligned for you is going to match up with you. What you're aligned with is what you will manifest and co-create. But you're aligned no matter what. What are you aligned with is the question. Who are you aligned with is the question. What kind of lifestyle are you aligned with? Are you aligned with carrying an extra 20 to 30 to 200 extra pounds, wherever you are on that range? Are you aligned with that? Like I have literally been carrying an extra 30 pounds for the last 3 years. And I'm finally getting aligned with it's time to get back to a healthy weight. And I'm starting to do the things that I need to do to lose the weight and to gain the health. I don't look at it as losing weight. I look at it as gaining strength, getting more toned, feeling better, looking better, being healthier. Those are the things that I care about that I'm aligned with, not losing weight per se, because I don't actually give a fucking shit what the number is on the scale. I care about how I look and feel and how healthy I am. And I'm also aligned with knowing that now that I'm a lot older than I used to be, 20 years ago, it may make more sense for that number on that scale to be a bit higher because I'm older now. Okay. And so that also makes sense. So I'm aligned with being healthy and whatever that means for me now. Okay. Not trying to be who I was when I was 15, because that wouldn't make sense because I'm not 15 anymore. So I just wanted to pop on and talk about alignment and being aligned with your desires versus being aligned with maybe something you don't want. Maybe you are completely aligned with being in a super abusive relationship because you don't have any self-love, you don't have any self-esteem, you don't do the things that you need to do to up-level yourself, to heal yourself, to be better for yourself. Better, somebody who takes better care of themselves, somebody who's aligned with having healthier relationships, somebody who's not okay with being abused in whatever capacity, or being ignored or neglected, or just being all by yourself all the time. I'm by myself quite a bit because I enjoy it, and that's what I'm aligned with. So if I actually want to branch out and start to have more friendships, have romantic relationship, then I need to get aligned with that. So I really just wanted to talk about alignment and how no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, you are aligned with something. Whatever your life is, whatever the reflection of your life is back at you, that is what you're aligned with. So if you're unhealthy, you're miserable, you're feeling awful, you don't have hope, you don't feel good about life, that's because that's what you're aligned with. And until you recalibrate yourself and align to something different, a different way of thinking, a different mindset, a different curriculum for your life, you're going to stay aligned. You're going to continue getting the same results. As long as you stay mentally and emotionally aligned with wherever you're at right now, you're going to continue to get the same exact results you're getting right now. So if you want to get different results, you've got to align yourself with different thoughts, different mindsets, different behaviors, different actions, form different habits, work on getting different belief systems, work on improving your self-love, learn how to love yourself, which starts with learning how to like yourself, which starts with learning to love the fact that you like what you like and allowing yourself to be who you genuinely and authentically are. I'm gonna leave it there, and I hope to see you in the next one. Mwah. Ciao, Bella. Bye.